laundry.
Hi, my name is TEMI. I'm a part of Montgomery County Church of Christ Singles Ministry. I've been a disciple for 4 years. First being converted on campus and just transitioning into single. According to the Lord, I am single, but I am currently in a dating relationship.
My name is Jenny. I am going to be 3 years old spiritually on May 29th. I was baptized May 29th of 2010. And my current dating status is single.
Hi, I'm Charlie from the Greater Federal Church of Christ. Fired up to be here. I am 2 and some change spiritually, and I am rocking it single, free agent.
My name is Susan, and my spiritual age is, well, 18, but I'll be 19 in October. And my dating status right now is just going on dates. But I have had dating relationships in the past, not right now.
I am BOLA on the TEMI. I've been a disciple for about 12 years. Very happily engaged, actually. So I am definitely not single, but I'm totally thankful to God. Woo!
This is Jeremy Manson, part of the Montgomery County Church of Christ. I've been a Christian for 4 years, and I'm just fired up.
Well, my name is SELANGE Roberts. I have been a disciple for about 19 years. Actually almost 20 years, because my son is 19, and I was 5 months pregnant when I was baptized, so that would mean it'll be almost 20 years.
Ed Hernandez, also known as Eddie, been a disciple for 1 year, just a little bit over 1 year, and I'm not dating, but going on dates.
I think when I've seen dates that are just so thoughtful and so clearly well thought out, and they took time to figure out the sister they were going to encourage. They took time to figure out, even down to the weather, like what's the weather going to be like that weekend.
The fact that there's just, I want to encourage you, I guess, knowing the kind of heart that is usually behind it. We're there to encourage each other and kind of have a different perspective on what one-on-one hangout time, or in a group setting, because it's a group setting, but what that would look like versus my experiences in the world.
Just getting to know the person and talk with the person and fellowship.
Enjoyed seeing how much dating can be made, like going on dates with someone can be made out to be like a mating process or something that's like very contrived. Like, I'm only asking this sister because I happen to find her interesting and hopefully interesting enough to pursue her in a relationship. It kind of feels like I'm being 21 questioned, like, what is your likes, dislikes? Do you see yourself having kids or getting married? Like, that overwhelms me, and I'm sure probably anybody, and it didn't really make me feel like it was an open invitation to be yourself, but instead you're being interviewed to be with the person.
My least favorite part would be if somebody does not take my needs into account. I'm disabled and I have a hard time doing physical stuff. So a lot of physical dates I'm probably not going to enjoy very well.
I have to say a journey.
An adventure. I would say definitely an adventure.
I really didn't want a relationship. I didn't really want a relationship. Does that make sense?
I was also one of those people who, like, for a while had struggled with monogamy in the sense of, like, I'm committed to just one person.
Right.
But I think for me it was more of a fear that I don't want to get played before they,
Oh, yeah.
before they moved on to
You
the
know what my
next
quote
person.
was? My quote was, to play or to be played, that is the question. That was my quote. I would walk in the club. And go, ladies, to play or to be played, that is the question. What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
And then I would act like a guy and I'd be like, how many books can I get? We call them books back. Did you guys call them books? We call them books. We call them numbers. I would try to see how many books I could get in a night, because I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like, I'm not gonna be played. So for me, I realized from that, I realize now looking back that I was not about commitment. And that's what's really different about the kingdom.
Got into the church, I was definitely confused because I didn't have any past experience about, dating or anything. So I was the Elmer Fudd guy, like, okay, what sister can I just take out, because they're attractive and whatnot like that. And so it's just, you just are shallow by doing it that way. Right. And so what I've learned is kind of to break the confusion and seeing how other brothers treat other sisters out on dates, because that's the plus side of being with other brothers too, and other people on the date, because you get to learn and see who's giving out what cards and how you guys crack jokes and interact with each other, which is really good. So the confusion is still kind of there, where it's like, man, what am I doing? Like, am I still going for sisters that are just on my radar, or am I confused about, okay, how much money I have to spend, and what is this plan, where are we gonna go, or all that sort of stuff. And it's a challenge. It's interesting. You get to see how people are in a group, and it's a different time, because it's not just like hanging out. It's more constructive, as opposed to just having a sister out and there's a bunch of people there, it's like you asked. Exactly. And they're like, oh, he asked me to take, they just get live. They're like, oh, okay, this brother wants to take me out here, and there's other people there. So that's a start right there, just the asking part, which for me is tough, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to, even if it's for encouragement, I'm like, I don't want to ask. I don't know if she's going to say no. I don't know her schedule, all that sort of stuff, which is always there, but
you don't want that no.
See, but
you don't want that no.
I think it means a lot to a sister when you ask anyway. Like, even if she can't come, she can be like, oh,
it's encouraging that
this brother asked me.
Exactly.
Wow, this brother asked me. I wonder why he wants to take me out. Or just that was really nice. Clearly, brothers want to make you feel special. I need to make sure that I have my schedule ready next time.
True, that is true.
Now, I don't know if every sister is thinking that, but I think it means something to them that a brother desires to encourage them in that way, or to like have that special time with them. So I say, you know what? Yeah.
As far as baggage I brought in, I think it was just the feeling of needing to know that men like me, and I still kind of suffer from that to some extent, as far as the dating goes.
Is it like self-worth type feeling of like you're getting male attention? Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to get male attention.
Like wanting to be wanted.
Yes.
Got it. Makes sense.
And when I go on dates, I always, hope that it will go to the next level. I never know if it will or not. That thought is always there, and I definitely, want a friendship, a relationship. I definitely want to be married, and I certainly wouldn't mind, being committed to something like that. But, the issue would be, something like maybe if I would go too much the other way, I'd just be too dependent on it. That, well, what if, something like, what happened in some of the marriages in the church, and what if the guy falls away and leaves the Lord and divorces me, and then, then what? You know, how would I respond to God if that happened, see? You know, so it's like you can't swing too far the other way. I mean, it's like you gotta just learn to be in the middle and just kind of, you know, cling to God, but just kind of not let what's going on with the men in your life, you know. You gotta keep that separate from your relationship with God, so that when the times get tough, you can pull into God and just let go of the man, you know, and let God take control.
Yes. I think when I came into the kingdom, the first thing I felt was, I don't know you. So if I commit over 3 hours spending with you, I don't know the other guys either. I might know some of the girls, but I don't know them either. And I studied the Bible with singles, but was converted into the campus ministry, so I definitely knew none of them. Definitely it was all like maybe 2 faces out of the whole crew that was like familiar, that were males. So a lot of it was like, I don't know you, I don't know your intentions with me, you're talking about going on dates, but you know, you're being really nice. So I was always suspicious of what that was about, and a lot of the fear and insecurity came into, well, what if I'm nice back? Then they might like me and I'm not ready for that. And then it would spiral into thoughts about, am I ready for dating? Am I ready for like marriage? And over time, what helped me grow out of the fear and the anxiety about it is really just learning how to know God in such a way that it's no longer about the person. Like, I know God, and if I trust God, my God's gonna make sure that I'm protected with whoever I'm with. And